Okay, we're going to start creating our first app. Start by going to the class website. Then you're going to click the Sign In. This will take you to Google's App Inventor program. It won't look like this at first. It will ask you to connect your account to its program. So you're going to allow access and accept the terms of service. Then you're going to ignore its request for a survey. And then you get started by clicking Start Project, and you'll name that project Hello Purr. Do not include any spaces or weird characters in your name. Once you name it, the program will open it up. On the left side is a palette. This palette offers you different things to put on your screen. So let's say I wanted a button on my screen. I drag it over to my screen. Now I have a button. Let's say I would like to have some sound played in my app. I can drag it over and play some sound. Let's say I would like people to be able to text. I can drag over the texting function and let them text. I don't want any of those things right now, so I'm going to click on Components, which is the list of the things on my screen, and delete them all. Alright, what I do want is an image of a cat, and when you press that image, I want a sound to happen. So, instead of dragging over an image, I drag over a button, because you can't press an image. Right here, I have a very basic button on my screen. I'm going to go to Components and rename that button Cat, because that's what I want on there. And on the right side, I want my cat button to be an image. So I'm going to click on Image and Upload File and choose File. I need to locate where I downloaded that image of a cat. And I just happened to have downloaded it into my pictures library. It looks like this. When I click OK, it shows up on my screen. Now there's two things wrong with my image. First thing is it has text on top of it. So to change it, under Properties, I go down to where it says Text and highlight it and hit Delete. The next thing I need to do is make the cat the size of the whole screen. So I'm going to click on the cat here, and under Properties, for height, I will hit Fill Parent. And then for width, I hit Fill Parent. And now it just made it the perfect size for my screen. The next thing I want to do is drag over a sound, because I want the user to be able to click on the image of the cat and hear it purr. So I'm going to go down to Media on my palette here, grab Sound, and drag it out. Notice it shows up below the image of the cat. This is because you cannot see a sound, you can only hear it. So I need to choose which sound I want it to play by going to Properties and clicking on the source and going to Upload File, choosing the file and finding where I saved that file. I saved it in Music and it's called Meow. So I'm going to click Open and OK. Now is a good place to save. I go to Projects and Save Project. Okay, I've put everything I want on my app. Now I need to program it to do stuff. So I'm going to click on the Blocks button. And then on the left, we have our blocks. I click on Cat because that's our button, and I'll drag over the When Cat is Clicked Do, and then I click on Sound, and I want that sound to play. These things snap together. Now my programming is all done, so let's test the app. We have to minimize our web page and click on the AI Starter and make sure that this little program is running. We know it's running when it looks like this. We'll go back to our website, go to Connect, and Emulator. The emulator is simply a cell phone for your computer. Unfortunately, you can't call anyone. It's not connected to a cell phone carrier service. Down below, you'll notice that the cell phone has started up. This does take a minute or two. It's free, so it's annoyingly slow and often very, very glitchy. But just keep on waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting some more, and then it will eventually pop up. So I'm going to pause right here. Okay, my app has finally loaded. when I click on my cat, I should hear a meow sound. That was very faint, so I'm going to turn up the volume really high. Hopefully you can hear it. Okay, good. You notice in the top left-hand corner of the screen, it says Screen 1. I need to change that to put my name. So I'm not going to close out the emulator. I'm just going to click back on the website and go to Designer. Right here I hit Screen 1. And then right down here where it says Title, I'm going to say the name of the app, Hello Purr by Mrs. Smith. Enter. So it shows up here, but let's just make sure it showed up on our official emulator, and it did. Let's just make the cat purr one more time. Alright, very cool. So when you're done, please raise your hand and show me, and I will give you credit for doing the assignment. Recording.